Hi there. We always have a rough time with this live stuff. Charisse Tyson coming to you from my beautiful, beautiful yard here in Hollister. And I wanted to let you folks all know out there that I'm giving away my book one more day for free. One more day on Kindle for free. And I didn't realize that there's some people out there that think you have to have a Kindle to read a Kindle book. And that is not true. I want to thank you, Bridget, for bringing that to my attention. She told me that she only had a iPad, and I told her you can go and download the app to anything you need. You can even download the Kindle app, and it's free, to your iPhone. You can read my book sitting in the doctor's office and twiddling your thumbs and waiting for something to do. You can download it on your phone. You can actually read my book on your phone. And I used to be one of those people who thought I gotta hold the book in my hand. I forgot to bring my book out here. I'm going to have to go get it. Any rate, I'll get it in just a moment. I read my books even on this clunky old laptop. But the best part was being able to read them when I finally decided to go get myself a Kindle. This is my Kindle, and it's only $80, $79.95 at Amazon. This is not a plug, but I just have to tell you, I was one of those people that said, I got to hold the book in my hand. I can't be an e-reader person. But it's really great when you have a husband that wants to go to bed earlier than you and you want to read. I had those clunky clip-on lights that were just a real pain, and now I've got my Kindle, and it lights up, and you can make the writing as big as you need to see it, so you could even read it without your glasses on. That's the bonus of the Kindle reader. So, if you don't have a Kindle, you can still go today, like I said, and you can download the app to a laptop or even your iPhone, and you can read my book there. So, with that said, the reason I wrote the book, Born Again in a Biker Bar, originally Miracles and Grace in an Unlikely Place, Memoir of a Christian Biker Bar Owner. You can tell that title was a little bit long and wasn't working for me, so I switched the title and the cover. And I cannot believe that I forgot to bring it out here. I don't want to run away for too long. If everybody's watching, let's see, what can I do? I'm going to show you one of the blessings that God has given us is this beautiful home. I'm going to show you our pond, which, okay, you have to keep in mind, it's just spring has just sprung. A lot of work to do yet on my pond, but for now I'm going to show you what it's looking like, and it's going to get just better. This is our beautiful koi pond. Just gave my fishies some food. I got some beautiful big fish in this pond. I love, love, love having a pond. We actually swapped houses with the previous owners. The Holstroms, who bought this house from Missy and Richard Holstrom, and they let us keep our fish at our other house, which they swapped with us for, while Tommy and I got to work on this pond. I'm going to just leave you here at the pond for a second and go grab my book. Don't anybody go away. I'm going to be right back. Who knows what you're seeing right now, because I don't. You're right. Oh boy, this is... Okay, I don't want to leave you with something boring, so I'll be right back. Okay, now we've seen the pond. I'm going to flip back around. Am I flipping back around? I'm trying to flip back around. Ah, there I am again. Okay, so, silly, forgetful, menopausal redhead forgot her book. This is my book, Born Again in a Biker Bar. And I wrote this book for a couple of reasons. For years, people would ask me about Johnny's history. For those of you who don't know, I own Johnny's Bar and Grill in Hollister, California. I've owned it for 22 years, and it has an incredible history. I am so proud to own a place with so much history and so many beautiful people that come through the doors I couldn't begin to count how many wonderful people I've met in the 22 years there. But they were always asking about Johnny's and wanting to know the history. And I said, one of these days I'm going to write a book and I'm going to put it in there. And so I actually worked on my book for 7 years, trying to figure out which way to go. And then when we had the miracle of my husband's sobriety, which was quite wild, my husband asked me for a divorce in 2002 and sent me into quite a tailspin. You have to understand that he was the alcoholic and I was the codependent. And he was drinking a fifth of vodka and a fifth of Jack every day, despite what he drank at Johnny's and other bars that he happened to pop into at town. And Hollister is a small town, so I did find out about a few things. But anyway, when God saved our marriage, and consequently Tommy's life, because he was on the way to drinking himself to death, I decided that's a story I needed to tell. But since everything happened in Johnny's, and while we own Johnny's, why not share that story too? So it's kind of a double, it's some history, it's some memoir, it's a love story, because we're still together. Tommy's been sober for over 11 years, and we've just been blessed, like I can't even tell you. If you'll just let God take over, you'd be surprised what he will do for you. I actually gave lip service to turning Tommy over to God for 4 years. I kept thinking that I could fix him. And you can't fix people. Only God fixes people. And that's the story I share. He's been sober. It was 11 years in November. And now I'm kicking off my codependency coaching for others that have maybe been through what I've been through and want to get to the other side maybe faster than I did. Like I said, it took me 4 years before, after God told me he's going to save my marriage. It wasn't a loud, audible voice, but those of us who have had the experience know Christ just will talk to you inside, and you know. And at any rate, so I listened to the voice, and God said, I'm going to save your marriage if you'll leave your husband to me. And I said, okay, great. But then I was like this for quite a while. And, oh God, why haven't you fixing him now? And so Tommy drank for another 4 years after my Come to Jesus meeting. And then he drove into the mailbox at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, our mailbox and our neighbor's mailbox. And there were children playing in the driveway. And he realized that he had to do something or he was going to die, because he certainly couldn't go to jail. And that's what would have happened. Or he couldn't live with the guilt, he said. If I hit a child, I wouldn't have been able to live with the guilt. So that's when he decided to go to recovery. And at that point, I had so given him to God that when I came home and saw the mailbox mowed down, I never even suspected him. I didn't even think it could be him. And I walked in the door and I said, hey, somebody drove over our mailbox. And I have to know. I did it. I'm calling. I'm getting some help. I'm like, what? Really? So he did. He went online and he looked up some rehabs. And thank God there was one right here in Felton, which wasn't too far away, Scotts Valley, called the camp, and Tommy was there for 30 days, and it was life transforming for him. AA was a big help, Celebrate Recovery, and he's just a new man. And that's the story I share in Born Again in a Biker Bar. And today it is free. It's the last day. I decided to add another day. So all you have to do, go to Amazon.com and put in my name or Born Again in a Biker Bar, and the title should pop right up there, and you click on the Kindle, and you can download it for free. Download it to your phone, your iPad, your clunky laptop, your really smooth laptop, anything you've got. You can download it and read my book. And if you get something out of it, I'd sure like to hear from you. Reviews mean the world to me. Reviews help me a lot. So if you can leave a review on Amazon, that's wonderful. Like I said, this was the second release. The title changed. It was Miracles and Grace in an Unlikely Place. And I've got lots of reviews for that one. But for the new title, I don't have as many reviews. And I need those desperately. And I'd love to hear if the book impacted you, helped you, whatever. And you can leave me a tweet. You can message me on Facebook. You can email me at Charisse@catyson.com. You can go to my website, catyson.com. Leave me a message there. there's just all kinds of places that you can let me know what you thought of the book, and it means the world to me to hear people come and tell me what it meant to them. I just got a lovely letter from a wonderful lady that I sold the book to at Johnny's, and I think her name is Christy. I was going to bring the letter with me and read it to you, but of course I forgot that inside too. And I don't want to wander around too far with my phone because I don't want anybody to see these white legs, because the sun's just come out and right now they would blind you. So I'm just going to say Christy. I think her name is Christy. I was trying to tell by the spelling on the letter, but it just touched my heart that she said she'd been in Hollister for 16 years and that how much she enjoyed my book and just knowing what Johnny's history was, because the history is really cool. And the way God's used that has been phenomenal. I mean, yes, God used a bar and a crazy codependent wild redhead and a drunk and turned our lives around, and now it's a story, and it's awesome. And so please go to Amazon.com, download the book for free today, and please let me know what you think of it. And I want to say I appreciate y'all checking in. I appreciate all the likes. I see you are there, Bridget. Thank you. I hope you got started on the book. I hope you got to read it. Yeah, good. Some likes. I like that. It's been such a joy. It's just been a joy. I'm going to get this. I seem to be in the sun now. Oop, whoop, ba-doo. Well, that's worse. Okay, trying to find some shade so I can talk to you folks. That's a little better. Any rate, I just want to say how blessed I am and how honored I am that people read my book. It was in my heart for so many years, and getting it out there just meant the world to me. And the more people it can help, the better. I have people that have read it and told me they had to share it with loved ones who had issues with codependency, or even your alcoholics or your drug addicts or whatever. It's a really good story to help anybody struggling. And I've started my codependency counseling. Not counseling, I would say coaching. I'm not a counselor, I'm not certified, any of that stuff, but I can coach you because I have been through it. And like I said, if you need some help, I'd like to help people not have to take 4 years to figure it out. So, and I suffered a lot of years before I had that come to Jesus moment. So maybe you're with a alcoholic, a drug addict, somebody that's addicted to pornography, gambling, it doesn't matter what it is. If you're with an addicted person and their issue is affecting your happiness and you can't be happy because of their issue, then you have a codependency problem. And you can't do it by yourself. So even if you just need me to pray for you, shoot me a message, and I'll be sure to do that. So I want to thank you all for checking in and let you know that I hope to hear from you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.